Bibo, Mamano, Asimka, Uncoachidi Azelo, Edico Sidi, Giboyo Monegenti, Darolino, Omife, Kunis Venezuela near many Rapo, no Basinkatana, Eastern News 24. Bia be fine up where evening tea, Ediconis Malo, or evening tea kind up where. Yeah, bo Bastamaki enemy Bada, and the Bastamaka Ngorowana zo. Emeko call the Nobana de new update. Yene make us a bedi teacher. Kuno na hot if a menu. Ogenyaka. Ayana podo way of money fan. Back information is power. So I am a when I bumbo. With the Runu Yabo Nukozi. I na bo evening tea. Ni bakupo. Madiko Sidi. Oh, will be from Prime Minister will you buy ni Bakono Bosinketa. I'm much a conyo banabo Ibomane Genti. Na no num nano asoson na so. Gaya bife. Igesiaya. It drop all your own contribution, your own comment in Iraq. Masama Kienda ni from Prime Minister. All right, over to you, sir.
I'm looking for contract.
Okay, fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom all over the world, you are here live and direct in Biafran Radical Freedom TV. Udene, thank you, my brother. Other animal, other birds eat on flesh, vegetations, feed on grain, but udene feed on rotten, dirty things. Udene. This is a man who is supposed to work like a hard-working man in Turkey, but where he is busy smoking bananas, smoking all kind of shekbe. He didn't know he loose guarded. Even all the things, all the oaths he took with IPOB, he didn't know when he was taking. Even took with his own son. He forgot everything because of Mkurumiri. Today he is languishing wrongly languishing. Yes, I should say that. Now this is Asare Dokubo. He boasted that he did it to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and is going to do it now to our PM Mazi Simon Ekpa. Anyways, Asare Dokubo de Ofeke. Listen and listen good. You came in last 1 month and 2 weeks ago on this FRMBO, this platform, all your social media gadgets you connected to say, you began to now talk as if you are now appeasing or appealing to the conscience of the Igbos you provoked to anger. Just after many months, you insulted Igbos, supported the oppressors of the Igbos, came out open to condemn, even when some fools amongst us had to go to support P2B, who doesn't think of the Igbo, who doesn't believe in Igbo cause, who never for one day stand and pushed advanced Igbo's interest. They went for that election because some people they faced intimidation. They never know when it's going to end. They had to resort to accepting or thinking that Igbo presidency will heal their wound forever. And P2B being the available person they had to support. Now, Sadokubo had to walk openly against that interest, even though it is not really Biafran's interest. Sadokubo had to work against it because he is a hungry, cheap anomano. Let me tell you why he is a hungry, cheap anomano. Just like all other of his contemporaries, I'm not excluding others. People who decided to guide their mother's pot of soup for invaders. The invaders who enjoy their own mother's pot of soup alone. And this is he is always coming out to paint a picture of him being learned, being educated, even though that anomano is supposed to be an alumnus with me. That anomano, Asare Dokubo, he didn't finish. That anomano was supposed to be an alumnus with me. The same place, the same school. Unfortunately, that anomano did not graduate because he is a longer throat. the game he was into, we all played games. We hit the street when it was time and whatever was necessary within a particular time. But his own, he went further to work for the Fulani. He was recruited and they were taken to Islamic states for preparation on Islamic agenda. Therein he confessed Islamic faith. Today, he comes out to pay, oh, Gambari, Fujera, Futajeno, this one. And after the same mouth he used in condemning the Gambari, he comes to praise them. He is looking for contracts from them. How do you say you are a bold and courageous man who always know how to come to claim you are a better human being, and your own work, your vocation is to protect your mother's pot of soup for an enemy? I am not particular to Asari Dokubo now. I am talking generally to all our brothers in the creek, except for the few of them, about 16 of them, who just realized themselves just because they worked with John Togo. These ones are realizing that they were in a wrong track. They are just realizing that because a lot of them had contact with John Togo, who meant very well for the region. John Togo was a very sincere freedom fighter, very sincere one, and he died a sincere one. Now this Anumanu is planning now to go to India to help the same Gambari Futajelon Fulani he once insulted to get their agenda carried out. I was watching different programs where Erufai, before Tinubu flogged hell out of him, was after the election, was glorying in his capacity, in his ability, in his contribution in bringing the northern, the Islamic or Muslim ticket to fusion. They have cemented it. The same thing he did to Kaduna State, where he unleashed terror every now and then to humble the southern Kaduna people who are predominantly Christians. Even the northern Kaduna people are halfly Christians too. But they overpower those ones, so those ones are not breathing. But because southern Kaduna is predominantly Christian and a lot of visitors from southern Nigeria comes there to reside too. So they want to do everything to humble. And some anomalous who call themselves Ohaneze Ndoshi. I have a special program for you, Lord. I have a program immediately after this. I think I just rest a little. I come in for Ohaneze Ndoshi. So our people should know, when Asare Dokubo finally becomes crippled, that he will become on, as has been exposed by Nyesom Ezonye Wike, the chameleon of the tribe, the living monster, who will stop at nothing until, even if it means selling his own mother, just like Amechi said. He will do anything even if it means selling his own mother. That is what Amechi said about him. And nobody has been able to debunk Shone. Simon Ekpa is still coming. So how prepared are you? He is still coming. How prepared are you? You know, Simon Ekpa is not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the very soft man. Nnamdi Kanu is a very soft man. He's a very soft and free-hearted person. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he doesn't even it's not taken to too much safety cautions. But you are dealing with a big military officer, very well trained, who helped the country of his own, where he is enjoying his comfort to fight many battles, and victory was theirs. He's a military well-trained officer who doesn't sleep until all his enemies are defeated. Is the person you want to fall. in India, of all places. Asare, we are waiting for you. Do fast and come so that the good message, all those, look at it, you will soon become crippled for real. Because we are Biafrans, we are prepared. When you attacked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we only had a paramilitary outfit called Eastern Security Network, whose sole duty was to stay in the bushes to protect our mothers, our children, our wives, our sisters in their farmlands where they do their work. But you decided to venture into this journey of no return. I wish you good luck. That is Akpan Asuko wishing you good luck until you finally goes on wheelchair for real. You will go on wheelchair for real. Mark these words of mine today. You will permanently go on wheelchair because you want to fight a man whom you are not fit to cut his nails, his foot nails. You are not fit to untie the lace of his shoes. You are talking about the dragon himself. Emakwife, Abone Malefe, Ngwa Malefe. Because men, they. Your brothers tell us, you don't hear them. Here he tell us, men, they. He tell us, say, men, they. And we are not yet using the men. We they. Defense forces already accepted, verified Biafran defense forces. These resources who are from your own home, your own part of Biafra, Caterpillar, Sapele, Mami, Watao, all of them, small bodied, big engine, all of them, they now from your place. They operate in your creek. You know they talk, where did they pass? You know they talk, where did they talk? We are not yet using them. We have very high intelligentsia in this our struggle. That time you helped us train those young men, ESN. So you train them half-baked the way you can be able to deal with them anytime you want. Thank you. So why are you not bringing your men again? Now we have the Biafran Defense Forces. Bring your men again. You know, they are no more. Bring them. Why are you not bringing them? Oh, okay, bring more military, join them. And come. You know what? You know what's up now? Men day. Your brother say men day. The Odumeje said he has up to 7 more powers that are untouched, yet untapped. He is still using Indaboski. That is the same thing we are doing here. We are still using our own Indaboski. The Bahos itself is not yet in use. So Gandusa, and the other powers. No, not yet tapped. So go and prepare better. For India, here our PM comes. India, there we go. Prepare. Fellow dear friends and lovers of freedom all over the world, thank you, because we have a lot of other topics to delve into, to talk about. Like I said, Sen Kuti is sick. That young man, you don't need to give him attention. You can see what he has been done by Miri. He is not even comprehending. He is not making even a comprehensive, or he's no longer coordinated. Yes, he can't even comport himself any longer, although there was never a time he had any self-comportment. So we must not be distracted by riffraffs like that. We must not be distracted by quintessential nincompoops of this class. We must not distract ourselves with asinines who do nothing by producing jackasses and cannot make any positive contribution to human society. Maybe, who knows, the one he is suffering. You can see. Maybe Ayabago can see ya. Who knows? If you heard one of the videos he made, he went live. So that is how a lot of morons, Biafrans, sell themselves out. Tomorrow, Seun Kuti will make reference to you. Oh, you were there feeding him information to insult your own leader. Because whether or not you like it, Master Simon Ekpa has, in the order of the Supreme Being, the creator of the whole universe, in the order of Elohim, Yahweh Shua, in the arrangement of the divine powers and elements, according to the word of our supreme and indefatigable leader, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu Oku Hamadike 1, Chiziterem Oku, Master Simon Ekpa has been divinely endorsed to continue with this responsibility. And all the powers needed to accomplish this task has been bestowed on him. That very moment, Onyendu pronounced and declared him the one who is taking us to the other dimension of the struggle. That very moment, all the power he needs, all the powers that he needs to make this dream a reality was passed on to him. So no matter how much you gossip with all the Nzama people, it doesn't change anything. He has been recognized as the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra by the world. The supreme leader, there is nobody is talking that one. I will also talk about the American declaration, which is in support of the UN department, the Human Rights Department, and like the ECOWAS, the AU, just like the European Union declared as well, that Martin Nnamdi Kanu should be walking free and unconditionally so. Fortunately, he still held on. So we will be talking about this afterwards. I think we'll have to touch about Ohaneze and Yoshi, the enslaved dinosaurs. That is going to be the topic. How Ndi Igbo belittle themselves to allow Otoko Otoiwu Anyanwu and his criminal accomplices in the Ohaneze Ndoshi, the enslaved dinosaurs of the century, who empower themselves to act in a capacity they are not legitimate to act in. And they are doing everything to smear the image, to floor the integrity and reputation of the Igbo nation. We are going into that, but not now. Great Biafrans, lovers of freedom all over the world, the message has been passed. If you know Asari Dokubo, tell him to prepare very well, that Mazi Simon Ekpa is visiting India. So he should prepare very well with his team. Let him do his own while we do our own. But tell him there is a promise that he will soon be permanently relegated to that wheelchair. Maybe a worse one, because Nkurumiri will not even allow him have any money in time to come. And Nigerian government will not pay him because he would be recorded for failing to carry out the small task, according to them. So, Nyesom Wike, even though you are a villain, thank you for the information. Nyesom Wike, even though you are a betrayer, thank you for the information. I don't call you a betrayer because you betrayed your colleague politician who is one and the same thing with you, Mr. Gregory Peter Obi. I am calling you a betrayer because you know what betrayal means, and you have betrayed and are still betraying. When you go to execute your own people because you want to fulfill or please the Fulani Gambari, what is a better adjective for you? Is there any better adjective for you than the one I just gave you? Or maybe there is a worse one, because it can only be a worse one that will accept. Because you are really a terrible fellow. So, fellow friends, we are going to draw the curtain here. Having established the point, having established the ground, having communicated perfectly and effectively this information as it's from a reliable source, we want to draw the curtain now, and we want to drop the goodwill farewell message, which is Omo Biafra Ogulako Hamnono Ofoji for Ofala for Ekenederono Nine Bundigera Inti Nono no Bochita Ayekelono Dalun. Mambo Basozia, try as much as possible to share this to individuals, encourage other individuals to come to this platform, because we are real. Thank you. Nagazie.
ndị be anyị daalụ nne nụ ngị bụ onye ọma na-ege ntị ka isi wee nụkwa n'onu anyị and ka isi wee wee sorola anyị n'ihe anyị na-eme n'ife anyị mere n'ụbọchị nke taa na Eastern News 24. anyị si na ọ ya dịrị nche dị na mma na Chukwuka abịa ma ya nọla ya ofu na ofu, otu anyị kwuru otu aka ya dịrịrị. ise 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 dịka o si dị, ọ na-anụgo n'ihe Biafran Prime Minister kwugasị dị iche iche, and chetakwa na ihe a bụ evening tea. Before anyị aga n'elu ikwu okwu dị aha anyị chọrọ ikwu nke bụ ọ bụrụ na ihe a ka bụ ụbọchị izu gị na-esoro anyị na Eastern News 24, kabalụ ka ị join anyị and subscribe or turn on your notification ka ịlapụ miss any of our daily update. Ọ dị ezigbo mkpa ụmụchukwu n'elu akwụkwọ ka ịlapụ miss ya, maka na ebe ị ga-enweta latest information na-emenụ ka ịma ka esi azụ onwe gị. Dịka o si dị, ejikwala ekene mmadụ dịka PM and also bụ ndị n'ọrụ n'ụlọ okwu, Maazị Nnamdi Kanu bụ onye ndu nke ndị Igbo. Chukwuka abịa ma ya nọnyere gị, ikpe gị na-abịa na 19th, Chukwuka abịa ma ga-enye gị freedom. ise ị ga-ewere onwe gị, ọ nwere ife onye ịrọpụrụ ime gị, maka ife ị na-ekwu bụ eziokwu. Chukwuka abịa masị gị kwuo eziokwu, a na-akụrọ mmiri. The gospel of Chukwuka abịa ya ka ọ na-ezi. Cheki ife niile onye ndu kwuru, bịkọ ka kreatọ cheki stọk ya bụ ife niile a bụ ife n'ime obodo kịta. Chinefe a na-anụ ọzọ anọgide asị na sineti enye ya 500 million. Gịnị ka a jizi ya eme? And people nọ na-ata afọ, anọgide si mba not 255 million. What is happening? Sometimes na-ajụ ndị bayo gịnị na-eme na anyị ka e mere anyị ife a. Anọgide asị na eburu ụmụ akwụkwọ 200 and something Christians to tell you that this country can never be one. Ọ bụrụ ofu, chekie ya. Ọ bụkwa agasịkwa nọ ndị Biafra Liberation Army bi eje bugo n'ụmụaka na Sokoto, a ga-akpọkọfa afa na to tell you the country, the bias, everything is not working, nothing is working. What ife na-arụ ọrụ, everything dey paralyze ka onye ike ụwago. Cheki ya na ife anyị na-agwụ bụ eziokwu. Ịghọtago? Ọ dọla na ego exchange onye agha ndụrụ over na 750. Now today is sending almost 1,658 naira. Imagine. Igbo bụ Igbo gwụnakwa ha m n'ọnụ. Kabalụ ka comment ya n'ihe a and share ya, ọ dị mkpa ka o lichie more of our blooders and bleeders ka ha mara ife na-eme n'obodo. Daalụ rinne ngwanụ.